Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, the legendary Patchy, and we're playing more Dragon Quest IX. Oh my god, it's been a while since I did this series. Glad to get back in the loop of it. Feels so weird holding this little SNES controller I've been using. There has been a few things that's happened since the last time I did this kind of series. I got a Steam Deck and I've been playing Dragon Quest IX in that, so I haven't really stopped playing the game. I got a tattoo, which you've probably seen. I made a few posts about. I've never officially acknowledged this beautiful little tattoo on my channel. It's Princess Luna's cutie mark. And I actually discovered a little trick I'm going to show you. So pay close attention to our little game here. I'm just going to move my mouse out the way. My mistake. But no, I'll see you in a little second. Boof! Wow. How much fresher does this look? Look at this. Oh, it's so good. So beautiful. We can see my beautiful character in actual HD graphics. We got Nebula, the legend itself, Kuro, the boy, and JT. Oh, so much nicer. So much higher quality. I'm so happy. I'm actually so happy we can get this, because it looks a lot nicer now. But on the last episode, we killed off the Raging Contagion and did a little bit of soul searching with Dr. Flagming. And in this episode, we're going to see if our fruits with benevolescence have paid off. Which, I hope they have. Of course, I know, but you don't. I've already played this game for like, I don't know, like, how long has it been out? Came out in 2009, so we'll say about 13 years. And yeah, I've been playing the game for a long time. I know basically every part of the story and what to do. You won't find much that I don't already know about this game, which is great. I am running into a lot of little assholes today, aren't I? I don't want to be filling this up with jump cuts. It's annoying for me. I'll have a quick little look around here for anything useful that we might have. Because we want to go back and we want to see what we can do, but of course we want to gather as much little alchemy material as we possibly can. We're not going to use alchemy too much at this point in the game. We're going to get into it either in this episode or I'm guessing in the next one. But, you know, we'll come across that when we come across it. We can obviously do alchemy right now, but honestly, you're not going to have much use for it at this point in the game. You're going to have a little bit of use out of it at the very early points, you know, like where we're at now, just after it. But it's more or less near the end game, or like close to the end game. You're just going to want to use that constantly. It gets more and more important the further along we go because of upgrades and all that fun stuff. Right now there's not much we can really do with it, so there's not much use we'll get out of it. Either way. Here we are, the Starlight Express. It's been a little while since we've been here, eh? A strange person in a cloak. Now she does look like she could do with some cheering up. He's not here? Who's not here? Why is he not here? He went to Poundland, that's why. Yeah, he is a bit rude, he is. Absolutely. It's a woman. Horrible, horrible treatment. Get a little wiggle on, eh? Get in there and boof! It's all shaky and flashing white. That means that it's up and running. That's right. We're going to use it. Programulate the coordinates. Clearly we're dealing with a very experienced train conductor. This is the kind of, you know, train speak that you'd find in ScotRail. Yeah, I don't have any unfinished business. It'll warn you about unfinished business here. Pay it no mind, because let's be honest, you're not going to need it. Yeah, it is. It's takeoff time. And now we're in for part of one of my favourite soundtracks in the whole game. You got a little punch. It's glowy. And they all just materialise, all the other cabins. Yeah. That's pretty cool, yeah. I'd agree. Would you agree? Put in the comments if you agree. Choo choo. This is one of my favourite soundtracks in the game, and we don't get to hear much of it now. That's the most we'll hear about it for a little bit. It's all stormy and bad. Things have went bad. All the trees are dead and all the stones cracked up. How horrible, man. How horrible. Those poor people. Praying for shelter, and oh, the prayer's been granted. That was quick. That was easy. That's right. Patchy comes to answer your prayers, little ones. I am your god now. I did. I answered your prayers. It's Patchy, the legend himself. It's me. You'll probably notice I don't really read out the text here. I'm just kind of letting you guys read through it. I'm not too confident with the idea of doing voices for text games just yet, but don't worry. I'll get more confident with that kind of thing as we do more of this Let's Play, because believe me, there's plenty to come. I think part of it as well is that I don't want to spend too much time in the dialogue. I've done it so many times over, and I'm almost yawning. I'm almost yawning, that's not a good sign. But I've read the dialogue so many times over that for me it's easy to just blast through it and not bother. But yes, the Protectorate was actually ravaged by the same beams of light. I mean, it's still strange how that happens, you know? Just out of nowhere. And yeah, the figs, the train, me. Mainly me. I'm the main one. Is that a fact? Yeah. Really? No, don't leave us. You're like the only good character. Yes, we're in the observatory now. Once again, we're back. So we must go to the foot of the Erd tree. I almost said the fucking Erd tree. I've been playing too much Elden Ring. I mean, yeah, I have been playing too much Elden Ring. I cleared 15 bosses in the game yesterday, and I'm gonna yawn, just bear with me on that one. But no, I've been playing so much Elden Ring over like the past 2 days. I actually beat Godskin Duo and Blackblade Malekith yesterday, as well as 13 other bosses. You know, I fucking first tried Godskin Duo. I'm extremely proud of that. Took me like I don't know, like a week or two the first time, because it's just not very well designed. I'm very glad I got out of the way quickly. 50 gold coins! Now, I'm pretty sure I grabbed this at the start of the game, actually. And if I didn't, then I should have, because we have the holy water there, and the golden coins, and there's another chest over here. Which, yeah, is unopened. I'm not sure if that has something to do with the emulator file, or a cheat that I ran. I mean, I only, like... I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm running one cheat in this entire playthrough to get infinite money in my bank account. Because the grinding in this game takes fucking hours when you get later on in the game. So I figured it's a lot easier to just have the money there where I'm not going to need to worry about it too much, rather than sit for hours and grinding this, because it, you know, it makes it harder to get this Let's Play out at a decent fashion. I can do like one of these videos for like 20 minutes long and then edit it, so that's maybe another 10 minutes, and then boof, it's up, it's ready. But if I was to sit there and do all the grinding, I would have to spend hours and hours of my day off camera grinding and doing alchemy. I'd rather just get the shit that I can buy in the shops and then do the alchemy on camera, because then it's interesting. You know, we keep it nice and interesting for you guys. The Patchy prays fervently at the foot of the mighty Yggdrasil, the Erd Tree, as I call it. Blasphemous. He prays so long and hard that he falls into a deep, deep sleep. I've been there, bro. I've been there myself. Can relate. Yea, the mortals are not fit to inhabit my kingdom. Sins of greed, falsehood, of dishonour, are like unto a plague among them. From dust they came, and to dust I shall return them. Well then, stay your hand. Afford to beautify me. I'm not doing a woman's voice. I'm sorry. Say in the comments, put in the comments, tell Kuro to come on the series, and he can do the woman voices. And that's his only role. It's the only role he's allowed. Please put that in the comments. That would be so funny. I know he'd do it as well. You're probably watching this right now and you're like, yeah, I'd absolutely fucking do that. I know it. I see you. You're watching it. I know. I know you watch these things. I know you're there. It's going to be 1 minute. I'm going to get like a message in Discord and it's like, you called me out on your channel. You knew I was watching. I'm like, yeah, I know. And this blue tree is where we're going to go. Convenience acquired. Zoom! Zoom is the best spell in the entire game. It is not offensive, it is not defensive, but it does allow us to fast travel throughout the entire area. No more Chimera wings to travel from places you've been before. We can just do it for free. And oh my god, it's so useful. Like genuinely, it's like the most useful thing possible. I will give every last detail. Just, you know, I said that Connor should be a woman. A tree spoke to me, and a man told me to shut up. I think that's a pretty good way to do things. Yeah, we must leave it once. Just to go back to the cheats thing, by the way, I'm not going to be putting cheats in for leveling. I'm going to actually grind the levels out. But that's mainly because, like, with metal slimes and shit, it's not as annoying to grind them out. It's more so just getting the gear that takes up hours and hours of time. So it's easier to farm metal slimes, you know? My chair keeps pushing backwards. Oh, an annoying errand to run. Gotta go and look for someone? Yeah, well, we're in the same boat, we might as well tag along. See, I'm not even, like, pushing anything with my feet. You can probably see I'm going backwards a little bit. That's because I have had this desk for so long in the same position, it is wearing away the laminated wooden flooring that's been beneath it. Because of all the different gaming chairs I've had with wheels. And so there's now a little indent, and every time a wheel gets in there, it pushes me back a little bit into the indent. I need to get new laminated wood. I'll punch. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Must be it. Listen to that soundtrack. It's so good. I love it. I genuinely love most of the soundtracks in this game. Flatfoot. I'll do that, yeah. So, normally I would end the episode here, because this opens up a new area and new things to explore, but I'm going to explore this bit for a little while, since it's only been 19 minutes. And I want to give you guys a little bit of an extra one. This is Nuid Isle. It is the next area of the game's story, and we will be going to the 2 areas in the game here, which actually progresses things. There's only 2 places that you can visit. This little area here drops items, but I don't think they drop until we kill a certain boss. Now, I've never actually looked up the theory I've got in that, so maybe it is. And no battle skip this time. This is a bad boon. It's a monkey enemy that doesn't really have anything interesting about it. You know? Doesn't use spells, doesn't have any specific gimmicks. He's just another enemy. But I love him. He's got a little ass. Got them cheeks out just for everyone to view. You'll notice I'm just kind of spamming attack just to quickly get it over with. Because yes, I will be showing off the enemies in this video. Because you guys deserve a longer video after the way. Now, one more thing. This is the blue tree. We will see a grand total of 2 of these trees in the entire game. This allows you to travel back to the Starflight Express, which will allow you to travel between the overworld and the observatory. And we're not going to use that much, but it is there. Cyclones are the next enemy we're going to be dealing with here. They are little annoying guys with their little tornadoes. They're only annoying because these are the enemies that chase you around everywhere, but there's 2 enemies that do that in this area. They also have the ability of wind sickles, which is their favourite little thing to use. Egging himself on is another one, but wind sickles is worse, so I'm going to focus on that. Bang, and the dirt is gone. Now, you'll notice that there is a few areas on the map. I'm actually going to go over here so no enemy can touch us, and I'm going to bring my mouse around. Now, over here is a boss area, so we are going to come across this. This area here is another bit where you can find items. This is another bit with items. You find royal soil there, which we just got off the Raging Contagion. And then this entire bit here is inaccessible. This whole area here, you can't get to yet. But we will be able to get to places like this that are blocked off much later on in the game. This area here is a boss area. So we'll be coming here later as well. But this little bit here is the next area. Of course, this is the bit we're going to be looking at first. Another great soundtrack. I love this. I love this place's track. This is All Trades Abbey. This is a beautiful little place where you can change your vocation. Except for the fact that we can't right now. So, we're going to have to deal with some things. Right up here is where you would normally change your vocation, but there's story shit, which we're not doing here. This is the church where you get to save your game. Down here is where you can find the inn and merchants. This little guy here will sell you weapons and armor. I'll show off the kitchen area, because why not? It's a nice little kitchen bit. You know, you got to appreciate Dragon Quest IX for us. A lot of the areas are actually really well designed, really nice to look at. This is the inn up here. It's this little two-room bit. Not a very good inn to house so many people in the abbey, but, you know, 3 beds. There we go. We have bookshelves, an encyclopedia of steel armor. You need royal soil and iron ore to make steel stuff. Here's an explorer in all trades. So we can now make a steel shield, a steel helmet, and a full plate armor, alongside steel gauntlets, steel kneecaps, and steel sabatons. This is where we're going to use alchemy in this part of the game to make a lot of steel shit that we would normally go without because we just buy things. Now we need iron ore and lava lumps to make steel weapons, which we can get steel broadsword, lance, steel spike whip, steel bar, steel claws, steel fan, steel axe as well, which we're not going to be able to use yet, but trust me, we're going to be able to get to that. There's a few things in this area that I don't want to say too much on, so I'm going to leave the area and not say much more. We're going to come back to this in the next episode when we actually play through the story of it. But trust me, this area has some cool things. Next up, heading straight down, first things first, new enemy. Slimes, in a unit of 3. Now, if you've played a Dragon Quest game before, you know what's going to happen. You know already what this is. And if you haven't, well, let me introduce you to our newest little gimmick, the Slime Stack. In this area specifically, slimes will travel in units of 3. When they don't travel in units of 3, they call for backup. When 3 slimes are about, they combine into an even stronger enemy called the Slime Stack, which has some very fun and interesting abilities. Plus a very funny attack animation. Now he seems to actually be lasting quite a while, so I'm hoping he's going to use his other attack. There it is! He can do that. The Slime Stack enemy is the only enemy in this entire game able to do that attack, to my knowledge. Although I'm sure the Metal Medley could probably do it. I've never seen a Metal Medley do it, but, you know, it strikes me as something it could do. If it really puts its mind to it. We also have the Slime Knight, which is just above us. Now, I got into a fight with a bad boon, so I'm going to have to deal with it. There's also some Magi here. Bang. And the dirt is gone. Bang! Fizzle. I don't like Fizzle, it annoys me. But it doesn't usually land that well. It's gonna suck though. Because Nebula used Whoosh. But he's prevented from casting spells, so no he fucking didn't. See? He didn't. Intimidating Scream. Nope. 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 Okay, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Oh, I just realised. Yeah. My healer is stunned and my mage can't cast spells at heal. I'm a dipshit. Oh, but I could have casted heal. Uh-oh. There we go. Strong medicine. We're all good. I'm not going to heal because these guys shouldn't really be much of a problem anymore. So just whoosh, attack, attack. And get them in groups. Don't you do... Yeah, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. You don't do that to me. You're not doing it a second time. Thief. See? They're easy. They don't have a lot of health. And I just, you know, I'm going to spam the attack. Stop stealing my magic points, you asshole. Go away. Oh, Nebula leveled up. Nice. You're doing pretty good for yourself. Not what skill. I meant to go in fan skill. Evenly distributed. A decent little bit of money. I keep hitting Y instead of X because I got the buttons reversed on my Steam Deck. Can we find a Slime Knight? I don't want to kind of show them off. Yeah, there we go. Slime Knight! Slime Knight is going to be showing up for a little while. He's in a good few of the areas. They're pretty funny because they let you to ride slimes like horses. It's like My Little Pony, but if it stole from Pokemon. I mean, more or less Dragon Quest. We know that Pokemon stole a few ideas from them. And if you followed the Pal World drama, you've seen the meme. As far as Pal World goes, by the way, I might do some more videos on it. Like when I go for catching very interesting pals. But, you know, considering how busy I am, I don't really have an editor either. It's going to be a bit easier for me to just like pick specific times where I can do something interesting. Right now I'm just in the process of leveling in Pal World, so there's nothing really interesting going on worth recording. Otherwise, you know, I would have already made a video on it. Because, let's be honest, I got like a good bit of views on that video. I could have made a few more and capitalized off that shit. Especially since I was playing the game non-stop when it was trending and everyone was talking about it. I'm more or less waiting for the new update because I heard that there's... Well, I saw one of the new raid pals and oh my god, I love it. I want one. Nothing here either, but that might change with time. Don't you run at me, I'm staying close to the edge. I'm going to go down here to the beach. This is Port Laughlin. Port Laughlin is a simple little fishing town. There's not really much here to do. We will be coming back here later on, much later on, for one specific purpose. I'm not going to divulge that purpose to you, but aside from the story shit now, we're only going to really need to return here once. Little church here at the end that we passed. I'm sorry for the yawning, by the way. I'm very tired. It's quite late. We have an item shop right here, which sells your basic items. And of course, we also have the weapon and armor shop. The weapon and armor shop, I'm going to show you some things here. A little bit of a cold. Now, I'm going to show you that there are some items that we can't actually use. Now, if you'll notice, this little bit here is the vocation bit. It tells you what vocations use what bit of equipment. When it's grayed out like this, it means that vocation can't use it. So warrior, priest, mage, martial artist, thief, and minstrel. Nothing can use this. Sledgehammer, nothing can use this. Boomerang, nothing can use it. Nothing. And then these ones that are coloured in shows what can actually use it. So what is the usage for such horrific little creatures? Well, we're going to find out in a little bit. But I want to leave that a little secret for you. I'm not going to bother with the upgrades then now. I just want to show off the area because it's, you know, it's a pretty interesting area. Back here, this gate is unguarded but locked. We won't be able to get to it until it's relevant. We have a little cat here as well. Average little poor area, and of course this is the mayor's house, which doesn't have that much interesting stuff to it, except from 2 bookshelves, which... Hairbands and bandanas. We get a recipe for a trailblazing bandana, Mercury's bandana, and a bunny ear set. Golden tiara, feather headband, and gold circlet as well. And then here we have cooking with carapaces. Recipes for tortoiseshell fan, ace of clubs, a shell shield, tortoise shield, and tortoiseshell armor. Pretty cool. Over in this bit, it's nothing special, just a little kitchen, you know, poor fishing town, rickety old bedroom, and locked. We'll have to come back to that. As well as a special little door and coffin well that I'm not sure if I showed off. Now I'm also going to show off one more thing, and that is zoom. Zoom is literally just the Chimera Wing mechanic, except free. And that is why it's so good, because it's completely free of charge, and I don't have to worry about using it. I just love that soundtrack. You can't get enough of it. And now that you've seen it, you'll probably see it in some of my other videos as well. But anyways, that's us for tonight's episode of Dragon Quest IX. In the next episode, we will be looking through All Trades Abbey and try to see if we can find any information about the Figs, and hopefully unlocking the next boss area after a bit of grinding. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more content, and definitely keep an eye out for more of my videos. Oh, and while you're here, I have all of my social medias down below, and a Discord server. So if you're wanting to chat to me or any of the guys that come up my channel regularly, it's there. Not to mention my Linktree, where I have all of my social medias as well as my PayPal. So I'm not telling you to go and do anything with it. Do what the fuck you want. But the Linktree's there. Go have a look. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.